project for today is to restore yellow headlights. I bought one of these from AutoZone for $5. It's an assorted pack. Obviously it tells you it comes with two. But 1000 grit, one sheet of 1500, two sheets of 2000, one sheet of 2500, and they're the width of the box, or the container it came in anyway. Seen several people on YouTube do this, and saw Eric the car guy use one. I'm going to be Elijah the car guy in response to it. All these kits came with was basically 3000 grit sandpaper. I did a test strip of this, made a box, and this right here was one strip, and then there's a square right here, that's the other, and you can probably see a little bit of it, and then you can obviously see this headlight is pretty poor. So when I get done with this, they should look almost brand new. When I tested this, I realized that the 1000 grit was a little bit too coarse, put in a little bit too deep of scratches that I couldn't really get out. I'll try to buff it out with the 1500. So what I decided to do is I cut these in half, and I use the 1500, then I go to the 2000, then I go to the 2500. I have a little Lysol can that I fill up with water. I'm going to have to pull this thing in the sun. That I fill up with water and soap. Soapy water is a trick to prevent your sandpaper from clogging up. And this is wet sandpaper as well, I'm pretty sure. Although it doesn't say it. I used it as wet sandpaper and it worked out fine. So I'm going to lift up the hood like Eric the car guy did. I'm still going to tape it out just because I'm anal. And I'm going to use regular white masking tape. I'm not going to use my nice blue stuff because, well, you can see the paint job of the car. Clear coat is coming off pretty bad. And looks like even the paint may be starting to come off there. I don't know. I'm going to try shooting this car with some clear, I can't remember if it's 3M or Rust-Oleum in my shop, just to see if it comes back to life or not. I don't know. Anything would be better than what it is, just to, you know, protect it and get it by until I eventually do decide to do a paint job. But this is the right-hand drive conversion vehicle, so I'm not really too concerned about the paint right now as I am about getting the darn thing together. So after you do all that, you go through. You got to use a lot of elbow grease, and when you use it, you're going to be going back and forth like this. Then you're going to be going like this. Then you're going to flip it around and go like that. That's how you sand an auto body. So, and you do swirling motions, you know, wax on, wax off. Make sure you cover everything. And then, I'll get that later. Use the same sandpaper, run a hose over it, and continue to do it. And get all that stuff off, you know, clean it off. You know, the sandpaper will really clean it off. And then do it a second time. And do that 2 times for the 1500, the 2000, the 2500. Clear that all off, dry it off, then get some toothpaste. I'm using some Arm & Hammer with baking soda. It was a free sample. Put it on there, buff it, smear it around, and then just work it in, and then buff it off, you know. Kind of pull it from the center like this. So what you're doing is you're pulling it from the center and bringing it over, and then you do the opposite and you buff it out. And then you do the same thing in the middle and do it again. You end up buffing it off, and that toothpaste works just like a polishing compound, and it'll take out the rest of those scratches that you can see with the naked eye, and it makes it look just gorgeous. We did it on a 2005 Camry yesterday, my girlfriend's mom's car, which her brother's now driving, and it looks just brand new. It looks great. So we're going to try to get the same attempts here. I used these headlights as a test before we worked on her car because, you know, I wanted to see just what exactly would we could get away with and whether it would work. It worked out great. Then after that, we used some turtle wax and just, you know, smeared it all on, let it haze up, and then buffed it off with a towel on both sides. The wax is supposed to protect it. I'd probably do that every 3 months or so, prevent it from yellowing up again, and that's it. You should have brand new headlights. And you know, this sandpaper was $5. The toothpaste was a free little pack, but everybody's got toothpaste in their house. You probably got car wax. If not, it's another $5. And you know, soap, you probably got dish soap somewhere, so that's free. So for $10 and a couple hours of work and masking tape, probably got masking tape. Alright, let's go $15. For less than $15, you can get just as good a results, if not better, doing it this way than versus going and buying a kit. So, and I'm going to set out to prove that fact.